fun while learning how to do better agriculture.
And welcome to Uganda First, a program that we hope is instilling patriotism. Thank you for watching NTV. 2 weeks ago, we had an interesting topic about youth leaders in promoting patriotism. We interacted with youth who shared with us how their patriotic consciousness helps them to pull off their leadership roles, serving and inspiring people without any biases. Today, we would like to take this conversation further with our two vibrant and brilliant youth in studio. That is Mr. Moses Banale Kachi, is a youth leader from Kawempe, and Dorothy Zarango, a sports and culture leader from Kampala. I am so happy to have you two in studio today. Thank you for coming.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Frank.
Moses, a youth leader from Kawempe.
Yeah.
That's a bit broad.
Yeah.
It's broad actually, it is.
It is.
But specifically, what do you do?
On the Youth Council, I'm the Secretary, Sports and Culture.
Okay.
I basically deal with the sports department and the culture department around Kawempe as a division.
Sports?
Yeah, sports
and culture.
And culture. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Miss Dorothy Zarango.
Yes.
Sports and culture as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kampala
Kampala
district.
district.
So you sit in the same council?
No, it's
okay.
For him he sits at the divisional level. I do sit at KCCA City Hall.
Oh.
That's where we sit, led by Anne Gertrude Logos.
So you represent a certain cell?
No, I represent Kampala at large.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it comes to sports and culture, you're the person we come to.
Yes.
All right, welcome to Uganda First.
Thank you.
This program is brought to you by the National Secretariat for Patriotism Corps. They're our partners here. They make sure that this program happens. They're making sure that Ugandans understand patriotism to the fullest. All right? And we like so much to engage young people like you because, you know, you're the ones to carry on the inheritance. Uganda as a country, generally it is our inheritance, but, you know, each generation passes on the mantle and the other one takes it on.
True.
And today we want to take the conversation of youth leaders in patriotism further. Yeah. And Moses, maybe I will start with you. Start with you. And we want to understand, how are you engaging fellow youth where you sit when it comes to this subject, this important topic of patriotism?
First of all, I'll break down what I appreciate by patriotism.
Okay.
Basically, patriotism is the love one has regardless of the race, regardless of the tribe, regardless of the political affiliation, regardless of your interests. So with patriotism, we collect all our love together. It's all about loving yourself and your neighbors as Ugandans. So basically, me as a leader, in my docket, I basically emphasize health, the love for our nation, and then economics at general. When you're healthy, you're going to do the rest, because health governs slightly everything. When you're healthy, you're going to work, you're going to educate.
Healthy mind,
a healthy mind,
body.
A healthy body, a healthy society. Because if the society is not healthy, it's going to affect you too in the later. Of late, we've been telling people to go and get vaccinated.
Yes.
Obviously, that's something everyone at this time should know, that they really need to be vaccinated, because for us to reach to another level and skipping the stages of COVID-19, we have to be vaccinated. The other virus that is killing us is HIV/AIDS.
HIV.
Yeah, it's a must look into. We must look into it greatly and appreciate that it has ways it can be avoided.
You attended the CASI training two weeks ago. Yes,
yeah.
I heard HIV was on top of the agenda.
Yeah,
one of the main priorities there.
Yeah, and we were also at Kololo for the AIDS Day, the HIV/AIDS Day. Yeah, so if we as youths we fail to appreciate that health is paramount in our lives, then it means we are going to find many difficulties in how we are going to run our lives or our societies. So health is so very paramount. And secondly is the education, because if you're pretty much educated, you have knowledge about different things on a broad perspective. You can easily interpret that, yeah, this has happened, but it's just because of this, this, and this. So you easily react appropriately to things than rushing into conclusions at times that lead us into problems. And then thirdly is the business sector or the economy. Everyone needs money. We all need money. So if we look for money, and if we try as hard as we can, we are developing ourselves, our society, and also our economy as a nation, as Uganda. We have to look into the fact that the government itself can't eliminate unemployment. But through private sectors, we can reduce the rate of unemployment. Yeah, and provide more employment to our societies and to ourselves. So that's the easiest way we are going to fight and reach to where our economic targets are as a country, and we'll probably reach our dreams as Uganda, as a nation.
Okay.
Yeah.
You talked about health, and I want to understand, in your department of sports and culture, how do you bring the youth on board? Do you take them for workout? What do you do exactly?
Yeah, we usually organize sports galas, sports events. Of late we had a sports, it was a football gala, and people participated. Obviously when you do a lot of workouts, your body is healthy. Diseases like
hypertension,
obesity, high blood pressure also are reduced when you do workouts. So youths need to engage into sports to have healthy bodies and a healthy life. Yeah, and we've also been advised by the doctors that COVID-19 can also be fought or be beaten by exercising.
Yeah, you can have healthy lungs.
Yeah, I'm personally a swimmer.
Fight on.
I'm personally a swimmer. Yeah, so there is a way I feel good after swimming than when okay, it gives me that good immunity, and we all need it. Yeah, that's basically sports.
Dorothy,
Yes.
in your docket, what are you doing? How are you engaging the youth when it comes to patriotism?
First and foremost, we do, when we're in cars or at cars, we learn three things, and that is 1, unity, togetherness, and the love for our country. So going back to the village level where we come from, we have to sensitize these young ones on how, basically, how can a young person love his or her country? How do we engage into various sectors that we do have in our communities? First and foremost, we do have young people who are unemployed into our communities. We do have educated people. How best can we bring these two people together without this segregation? It's us bringing them together, making them feel the love of each and one another. Because mostly you find yourself, these people who are educated isolate these other.
The uneducated and unemployed.
People. Yes. So we need to sensitize them so that we remove that segregation among us, the youth.
But Dorothy, there are also those who are educated but unemployed, and I know there are very many.
There are very many.
There's so many.
However, we do have different programs as we youth leaders that we can enable them, or we can image them. Like we do have different programs, like for example, we do have NADS. Those who are not employed and are educated, we can bring them on board, help them get into the NAD sector and get what they do.
They're doing urban farming?
Urban farming. So in urban farming, we have different things. We do have, there is
poultry.
Poultry. Then we do have these, different types, actually various types of things into urban farming. So we do bring them
Kampala specifically, poultry, kulunda nkoko.
Kulunda nkoko, each and everything. Tuina, okulunda nkoko, walio, abasobola okulunda embizi at a side, bayinza okulima kasoli on a scale entinitini, as long as ngesobola okumuletera ki.
So the objective there is to keep them busy.
Keep them busy so that they move away from this okubeera idle. Because at the end of the day, they'll find themselves wanting money. Ate nga tebalina ngeri bayinza kukola ki kufunamu sente ezo nga tebeganyidde mu bintu ebimu.
Yes.
So mu bumpimpi nga tulina okuba nga tubaleeta on board okubaagaza programs ffe ng'abavubuka ze tukola ki ze tuyina. Secondly, about health, nti tulina okubaagaza the health in farming oba mu agriculture tulinamu ebintu ebyenjawulo, whereby nti ojja kusangamu greens eziyinza okubayambako on their health. Bingi nnyo ebiri mu eyo sector. Ne tubeera ne physical exercises fengaffe abali mu sports sector bikiwe bityo. So omuntu olina okumwagaza sports nti alina okukera ku makya n'akola ddio eno. Twali cars. I personally nalinga sizukangako at 5
to do workout.
But I met a different thing nga tuli side zeyo. We are the people who wake up at 5 a.m. you have to come out, not even okugamba nti you take a shower. No.
Of course, anagenda kuwaka out tosooka kunaaba.
Tosooka kunaaba. Oyina okukeera otandikira w'olina okukola ki?
So that's building a healthy body.
Building a healthy body.
And you are engaging the young people.
Yes. So we need
Mubayita wa Nambole, where do you do it?
No, we do it in our own communities.
Are they appreciating this, that a healthy body is a good thing?
Yes.
They understand it?
They do understand it completely.
Njagala kuwulira Dorothy, patriotism, okwagala ensi. Very good, you're doing, you're calling them to participate in the NADS program, Baliman, what have you, but loving country, because this is very important. I can be doing my agriculture in Sekawempe or wherever, but I have, this negativity about Uganda. Ensi yange njibeeramu naye sijaagala weewaawo, I am farming naye ng'ensi sijaagala. I want to hear how you people engage these young people. Mubabuulira mutya nti kati Uganda nsi yaffe, we're supposed to do ABCD as good citizens.
To my side, ekisooka kyenyinza ogamba ng'oggyeko history gwe twasoma in primary 5, primary 6, primary 7, secondary level. Twalinanga history oyo ngaba obangambe they were summarizing it. They are not giving us the full detail about the Uganda that we people are in right now. But when we are in the training about somesa, the facilitators baino to somesa jenvudde wa Uganda.
Yes.
Gyeyatandikira, how it was called a Pearl of Africa, how it was called the land of freedom. Kuba woba tunuulidde our Uganda anthem erina the land of freedom, the Pearl of Africa, erina different parts ezirimu,
descriptions
nnyingi nnyo ezirimu. So woba okitunuulidde nti olina okwagaza oyo omwana gyenvudde wa Uganda, kuba ffe twakula tetumanyi nti Uganda eri much better nga otegedde wa gye yava. Naye right now I'm a person eyeyagalira mu nsi yange, reason being nti nyina history gwe manyi ku Uganda gwe nali sikola ki.
You know where we're coming from?
Yes. How we got our independence, buli kimu actually. At least pa now nti nsobola omwana ali wansi eyo omugamba history wa Uganda nga naawe tolina kyokola ki kyowekanyamu. Reason being nti history gwe tusoma mu masomero tali much perfect like gwe twajjawa mu training.
Gwe
tuteekeddwa okusoma.
Okay, Moses, you remember they used to teach us how who discovered the source of the Nile?
Yeah.
What's his name? The Speak? Who was it?
Yeah, John Speak.
But
ng'ate abasoga baali bategeera Nile ne bagigamba.
Interesting. Are you talking to the young people about patriotism?
Yeah.
Loving country?
If you see,
I go through Kawempe, Moses, and I feel bad, I feel sad. I see young people and even older people.
Yeah.
Bantu abakulu, they are stuffing rubbish, littering, nawe basanze. Myala nejibanga jijjude Moses, and I'm like, are there leaders in this place? Who talks to them? How should we do it? Those are the questions that linger in my mind each time I go through those places that are on the city fringes.
So it's so very unfortunate. But truth is, we are doing our best. Putting aside the hardships we find, we are doing our best. We've tried to engage to people and tell them, you see, when you dump this bottle, it's going to run into the trenches, to the main sewer lines, so it's going to block. When it blocks, it's going to cause floods. Naye, abantu tuogera n'abantu bakulu, togenda mugunjula na kibooko.
The people of 18 years and above.
Omuntu omuleka naye n'akirabako nti kituufu amazzi gagenda tuyingirira. So it's a collective effort. When we sit down and talk, dialogue, and you know, we tell people, you see, the reason as why this is happening is because this and this. So we always, I always want to preach the gospel of thinking, what are the consequences of my actions? If I don't educate my son, what is he going to become in the future? He's going to be someone unemployed. Putting aside being unemployed, he's going to be a nuisance to society.
Irresponsible.
Yeah, irresponsible. To the effect of loving our country, I've appreciated something that Ugandans don't know what Uganda is.
Yeah.
Of late, I got engaged into cycling with tourism. We go to different places on bikes. Of late, there has been the Karamoja ride, the Warriors, Nomad Warriors ride to Karamoja. It has been organized by Ultimate.
You rode from Kampala?
Yeah, from Kampala to Karamoja.
Karamoja, which the Moroto, where?
It had different destinations, but
okay.
we also, it was a big ride. But if you do such rides, you later realize routes that are off the main road. You later see the beauty of Uganda in general. So the youths I've always tried to engage youths into this and tell them, you see, yeah, you're complaining about this, but come, we see this. You see, this is our nature. The more you dump rubbish into the lake, it's going to run up to the Nile. To the Nile, it will flow and block our turbines. We've always had those power shortages of the turbines in Jinja. There has been litter that has blocked the turbines.
We need to clean it up.
Yeah, let's get to know that every action we do has an impact.
Sure.
It either has a good impact or a bad impact. So it's up to you to choose to do the right thing. If we look into...
I don't want to say that it's up to you. It is incumbent on you.
Yeah. Kati fe kawempe jetubeera.
If you tell people it is up to you, they will choose to do the bad. Of course, humanity is like that.
Yeah, naye kijja munyiga ekawempe jetubeera bwayisa omwala buli oguzibikira. Lulicha ne kikukakatako mu bwongo omanye nti
ensobi yali yaffe.
Ndekerawo kasuka obuveera mu mwala. Ndekerawo kasuka akacupa mu mwala. Bwe tutyo bwe tulina otambula naye. You know, we are humans. We always have to learn the hard way. But obviously, it comes with a warning. Bwenzija ne nkugamba nti siriimu mubi. N'owakana. N'olaba nako n'ogaaniira. N'ogenda n'ofuna siriimu. Enkeera gwe tugenda okutega akalobo. Oba okitegeera. Tugenda kutega akalobo tukubeereko okogge. Katonda bw'anaaba akuyambye n'ogenda n'omusisinkana.
I hear young people, your peers saying HIV these days, it's not a serious matter.
Yeah, they are speaking that because they've not been to hospitals.
And some are choosing to live irresponsibly, which I find weird.
And most of our friends who have been unfortunate and got positive, they'll tell you the real story. But we always have that mindset into batugumya when you see someone has tried to recover. But the thing is real. It's real. And those ones, they don't regret you. They won't like you to come in. That's why they do those sensitizations and say, you know what, avoid AIDS, avoid doing this, So before we mess up everything, let's think of the impact of what we are doing, our actions. I was a former activist.
Activist, yes.
Yeah. I used to organize strikes, and you know that
university.
No, in the open politics.
Oh, okay.
Kawempe jenva, yeah, waliwo ebilakinzeemu, and in spite of the fact that I'm a leader, I also at times get shut up on doors. But
where you think you can get solutions.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think so it reaches a time and you think of, yeah, let me do a strike. But I later realized the impact of a strike. ogenda kwata ekipiira muli abavubuka nga 3 because we can mobilize those numbers. Nkikumeko omuliro nkise mu kkubo. Uganda yateeka ssente mu kukola oluguudo olwo.
Okulinezizo kuba ow'omusolo.
Uganda yateeka ssente mu kukola oluguudo olwo. Negoza olwonoonye. Enkeera gwe kennyini gwagenda oyitawo n'emmotoka ogwe mu kinnya. Kuba material akola oluguudo with fire anafuwa. Wakitegeera. Kati buli we wanaamuyitako era agenda kwonooneka bwonoonesa akola ekinnya. So buli lwogenda nti ogenze kusaawo mbeera ku streets oyina gwogenda okyankalanyiza business. Kuba at times we engage people nga nawe bw'anaatuuka mu field togenda mufuga. Ajja genda alaba wa mobile money amugyeko akasimu amugyeko ne ssente. Naye the other side maama oyo ogenda mukaabya bwaddayo ewaka agenda research abaana.
I hear you.
Kati ebintu ebyo byonna bw'obitunulamu we later have to recognize, and I told this to most of our trainers that were in the camp that nga nange bwe nkitegedde nze abadde agenda okwekalakaasa, I pray all the government civil servants go through the same training
and understand what it means if you do bad.
When I come to you seeking for help, because of late we've had some challenges, but I later noticed there is a better way of resolving those challenges than striking.
Of advocating for
the justice for my people than going to the road
and holding people accountable.
Yes. Yeah. We
there
can
are better
do that
solutions than rioting or striking.
If we are to mobilize, the last time I saw a good strike was when we declared Kawempe Republic.
Which year was that?
I think it's 2 years, 2 to 3 years.
Najjo kwata amawulire.
Otegedde okuba nga waliwo yali gundi nnene nnyo.
Okay.
Naye mu mbeera eyo twatuka ekiseera ne bakuba amasasi ab'okatale k'Ewandegeya ne baggala. Street eyo yonna okuround about bonna ne bakola ki?
Closing means money lost.
Yes. Any minute lost in business is a loss.
So you have considered to leave that alone and opt for other avenues of
I can nja kujja mu office yo oganye okumpa services ngambe kale wano sigenda vaawo. Kuba okulimba kubi naffe, we have people who demand for services from us. Omwana ajja kusanga ku street agane nkulembeze okulimba kubisiri bulungi.
It is a chain. Waliwo akusaba naawe ina
nange nina gye nina okusaba, I have to advocate somewhere. Nabo balina gye balina oku-advocating. So let's all push ourselves peacefully. I go talk to someone, naye ayogere n'oli. So we deliver the services.
Interesting. Yeah. We'll come back and address ourselves to that matter again. Ekyabavubuka okwekumamu omuliro, Dorothy, I think you've been saying it. Nga tugenda ndowooza bwe tuva mu break tukomewo naawe otuwa ebirowoozo byo ku nsonga eyo awo tulyoke tulabye ekinaddirira. Thank you for watching Uganda First. It is brought to you by the National Secretariat for Patriotism Co. They are our partners. They make this program happen every Thursday, 11 a.m. to noon. My name is Frank Walisimbi. In studio, I am with Moses Banale Kachi, is a youth leader from Kawempe, and Miss Dorothy Zarango, also a youth leader with a bias in sports and culture. Yeah, she sits at KCCA, the city council, the capital city.
Refreshment. The quality of each crystal bottle is stringently verified.
You're watching Uganda First. Thank you for keeping it NTV. And those of you watching us on Facebook and YouTube, thank you so much. The comments are coming in, including on our WhatsApp number. It will be displayed there. You can send your thought, your question about youth leaders in promoting patriotism. We're having a good conversation here with my friends Moses and Dorothy. Luganda and English to tumbly down mpola mpola. But before we continue, I would like us to have a look at some of the youth we talked to about this same topic, youth leaders in patriotism. Let's hear their thoughts.
Ever since I was at CARS, where we had the training for patriotism, I learned so many things, and one of them, the best thing, was to love my country, because I never knew how to love my country, because there is no way I can love my country when I don't love myself, and there is no way I can love my neighbor when I don't love myself. So I got information from the training, and after receiving that information, more about my country, I went back to my community and sensitized the young people in the community, gave out the information about the country, and as well I sensitized about the HIV, because some of us young people, we take things just for granted. You know, we just sleep with young men, we don't protect ourselves, you know, we don't care about our lives. The more you stigmatize these people, you mock, you laugh at them, it brings them not to feel comfortable in their community. They feel uncomfortable. Some of them, they commit suicide, you know.
Ensi tekuumibwa balwadde, omulwadde agende maaso n'okumira eddagala lye. Kiba kirungi n'okwekebeza, n'omanya status gy'olimu, tukulaakulanye ensi yaffe.
Personally, when I went at CARS, I learned the benefits of saving, because before we used to save just for saving, but this time around I learned that at least when you save, you can be having something on your own through saving. Actually, even through having other business platforms, you can build yourself as a person. It has enabled the youth, to those ones who had minds of making up businesses, to make up businesses, because there is a way to create that confidence in us that we can.
Tuna kyebayita community sensitization oba community clean up buli mwezi gye tukola ng'abavubuka, era ffe twakitandika mu bukulembeze bwange, ebeere rutini yaffe, ne tunaavaawo abaliddawo ne batandika okukola ki, ogenda mu maaso n'ekyo. Ekyokubiri, tusomesa abaana bano kye bayita gender equality, nti omwana ow'obulenzi n'ow'obuwala bonna benkanankana. Sigamba nti wakuba nti ndi mulenzi nyina akanyama nyina okuyisaamu omuwala amaaso, nedda. Gundi ensonga eyokusatu, waliwo kye bayita mindset change. Abavubuka tebakyayagala kukoleraku ddala, baagala kubawa. Yafo nga nze ng'abagugube n'abakulembeze abalimu nange Oscar Chairman w'abavubuka, twagala okulaga bano abavubuka nti ebintu mindset yaffe tulina kukola, we have to work. Njatula nabo tutegekeyo sensitizations, tuyite batekama baffe abatusomesa CARS bajje. Naye kirala twagala kukola library mu Kagugube. Naye nkyefasaizinga mu ggwanga lyonna, at least they should tuwandibadde tufuna national library nga mulimu ebitabo ebibayita, nga mulimu ebitabo eggwanga lyavaawo, wayiso w'eggwanga netumumusoma netumutegeera.
What I've decided to do is I have an online TV. At least I've decided what I studied there to inform those people. Because when I go on my online TV, at least I try to sensitize people that let's focus to work hard and develop our country. Because in patriotism, you need to be someone at least who loves your country.
After being taught at CARS, I first of all met leaders that I lead with at the committee. I taught some of them who did not go there about patriotism, about respecting ourselves, about doing things that benefit our country, as in paying taxes, as in not influencing gangs to go and riot in issues that can be solved personally.
If it's possible, every youth or every Ugandan should undergo that training. It helps to love our country, to know our country, and to know who we are as a Ugandan.
Interesting. You're watching Uganda First, program brought to you by the National Secretariat for Patriotism Co. Moses and Dorothy, you've seen your colleagues. You were with them at CARS the other time.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you like the ideas, learning to save, keeping a healthy body, focusing on work and not idling around.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Unless you have something to add to that. Otherwise, I would like Dorothy also to give comment on youth in politics. You had Moses saying he used to lead others to strike or demand for whichever solution they wanted in that manner, that avenue, using that avenue of striking. And I wonder, what is your comment, your submission on that?
My submission on that, not everything it's forcefully. Ojja kwesanga nti nze nga nze Dorothy nja kwagala nti ngende nkole akavuyo mwe mba mpitiramu okufuna ekintu whereby ate nga at the end of the day tekigenda kuleeta mugaati ku meeza kwabavubuka basinga tukozesa mugaati etooke naye ng'ate twagenda kufuna tooke ng'oyise mu bikonde. Most of the youth bamanyi nti going out there and bakole strikes or rioting in whatever form of manner they do it nti mwe bagenda ofunira kikye baagala si kyekikola. Reason being nti leero we najja mukulu wa Usimbi n'oŋŋamba nti wano kigaanye nina okuba ne plan B nkifunye ntya. Wekibanga kigaanye nti mukulu wa Usimbi yaŋŋambye nti nedda Dora go back ogenda oterezeemu mu kino lwaki sigenda eyo gy'abaŋŋambye okugenda ngende ngezeeko oba nterezeeko waba ŋŋambye nti ddayo nti twetaaga degree kyekyetaagisa nze okufuna that what degree okusinga okumulumba okumuteega in unsafe place mukube muggyeko ekintu ngende nkole ki nkitunde whereby ekyo kyo kikomye tudde tetutunulidde kyaki kya maaso. Essaawa zino Uganda ya leero abavubuka badde bagyevuma oba abavubuka bagyevuma not knowing nti Uganda tulina ebintu bye tusobola okukolamu enfunemu omugaati gw'enkya. Essaawa zino wotunuulira basically in farming gano amatooke ge tuwaata n'okwata n'olusennyente olwo abantu abamu bagakolamu aki amanda
mbulabye eyo babutuguza.
Yes, ate ne gaboobeza bulungi nnyo emmere nga tospeninze nnyo ku ki ku manda nti n'abamu olusennyente olwo nti tebalukozesa bakozesa clay eryebbumba n'okwata clay n'ebyo ebiwata by'amatooke n'okola ki n'okolamu agamanda ge bakola ki. Essaawa zino kyovuma oba kyovumaganya n'ogamba nti nze sigenda kukola reason being nti I'm a youth nyina amaanyi mangi nyina amawaggali kangende nnwani oba kangende nteekewo strike I mobilize other obobba abantu I mobilize other youth nti tugende tukole kino forcefully oba tugenda kola ki.
Ebiseera ebyo bye wandimaze wali mu kasenta wammanga wali ewaba Moses obeera awaka n'okuŋŋaanya ebikuta ebyo wali ewaja tyowamanda leeta olusennyente
bulungi nnyo
kuba ssaawa 3 ku makya mpaka 11
bulungi nnyo at the end of the day
ogenda ng'otunda
otunda. Essaawa zino kati Uganda abavubuka kye baadde tebamanyi tulina bingi nnyo bye tuyinza okukola ne tweyagalira mu nsi yaffe ng'ate tukozeseza those small things ebyo wotunuulira nature gye tulina ffe nga ffe mu Uganda ojja kwesanga nti tulina ebisolo bino the wildlife eyo wotunuulira sector eyo nti ffe nga ffe abavubuka tetumanyi biki bye tulina nontanto nga kituweddeko wetunaamala okumaliriza nti okumanya nti tulina ebintu bye tuyinza okukozesa okugyamu 10 oba akawogo nga we bakayita oba ettooke ng'ate akaba nga kakoze eki kagenze. So mu bumpimpi nti abavubuka ebyo riots naffe twali tuzibaddemu naye tetulina kye twakola ki
kyemwafunamu
okuggyako emiggo okuggyako okusiba mu makomera. Of recently nja kuwa ka scenario batusibako okwo naye nga ki kye batusibira Until we have mobilized inciting violence.
Inciting violence.
Mukuma
mu bantu omuliro.
Yes.
Olwo musaba ki? What was the demand?
Era byabavubuka. Byali byabavubuka. Ne tugenda up to the State House.
Yeah.
Nakasero.
Nakasero. Ne batukwatira eyo. Ne twafunamu ki? Nothing.
Ne mugenda ku remand.
Bateeka wano ku SPS.
Obudde ne mumala obudde awo.
Ne tumala obudde. Tetulina yadde ekikumi kye tuyingiza. Not even family yo. Nti okumanya nti oba omwana nga ali ku mulimu akola. Agenda okuwulira. Bamukutte. Bamukwatidde ki? Inciting violence. So mu bumpimpi ng'olabira ddala nti you're going to incite violence, but at the end of the day, there is nothing that you're going to gain. Okusinga okuincitinga that violence, genda otuule, ofune olabe ekintu ky'oyinza okugyamu. Woba tosobodde kola nti okukwata clay. Clay mwennyini tusobola omubumbamu esigiri.
Nziraba nazo bazitambuza. Sigiri ya mutwalo.
Ya mutwalo. Omutwalo ogwo n'ofunako 1000. Naye yo ki? Nature yaffe nga ffe ki?
We are using our own resources. Ezitwetoolodde.
Ezitwetoolodde waneeno okumpimpi wetukole ki? Nti whereby nti nezo clay neyo agamasigiri ge tutunda, we transport them where? Outside. Bani ababa bafunamu? I personally I benefit n'ensi yange nga Uganda eganyuramu. Reason being nti the tax gyebefunako nange mbeera part of it.
Okay. All right. Do we have some thoughts, comments, questions coming in from the WhatsApp line? I think there is. We will see them shortly. Moses, I would like us to talk about youth and social media.
Yeah.
You know, so technological advancement is inevitable where we are. Things are happening, innovation is happening, and very fast. And as we speak, there's millions of Ugandans on social media, and nearly over 90% of these are young people like you. You know, and where we are, people think they have the latitude, you know, to do whatever they want on social media. True. Sometimes you can incite violence on the street, but you can also incite it using social media. The phone. In the comfort of your bedroom, you start insulting, you say this and that. You know, that kind of behavior.
Yeah.
So we will end at that. You people will advise, you will give your comments, and we hear how can we use social media in a better way that advances our country in the positive, not in the negative. I think the thoughts are ready from WhatsApp. Many people love the country, but the biggest challenge is the leaders. They don't show, okay, they are not exemplary. In simple terms, sorry. Okay, this is the whole paragraph. Let me see what I can read. Thank you for the show. I would want to thank Moses for trying to out all he can to promote patriotism at Kawempe. However, it's more of our responsibility to think, stop all kinds of negative actions. Okay. All that puts our country at risk. Let us do things that will promote Uganda and attract tourists. Thank you, but you didn't put your name. Commander in charge of NRM Forces International, Ebatula Wabo. I thank our sister Zalwango for representing Chisugu and Machinji at large. I have a question for her as our representative at district level. Which plan do they have for us as youth in Chisugu? Plan, okay. I see situations where the oppressors preach peace and expect the oppressed to toe the line. Today our government is using colonial era tactics where the colonists waged war on societies which did not welcome their influence while preaching to other societies that the Bible says turn the other cheek. Okay, each time The youth try to raise their voice even peacefully. Their opinion is met with tear gas. Moses and Dorothy will comment on that. Abavubuka bwe bavaayo babasirisa abatukulembera balina kukola ki. Askam Kawesa Sengendo from Mulago, Kawempe. Thank you for the program, but allow me say this. Our youth leaders in Kawempe are not concerned about the subject. About what they all care, I think, what they can take to their stomach, as in their after money. Wali otuuseeko mu ofiisi n'obabuuza. Patriotism is good to Uganda. I'm only Western. We are blind about. Okay, let's have another. Good morning. Many people love their country. Okay, it was a repetition. All right.
I
the
think
comments coming in. Whenever young people raise their voice.
Yeah,
in some cases they're silenced.
It still takes us back to the fact that each and every civil servant needs to undergo patriotism training. Because, yeah, you're raising up your voice, and I'm supposed to be safeguarding you, and I'm supposed to be holding you in a manner that a concerned citizen is supposed to be held in. That's what I said, that if civil servants also go through this training, they later understand their roles and objectives as they are instituting government services. An individual said that we mind about our stomachs. Yesterday we had the council meeting, and basically the things we're digesting about were issues helping the youth. I think he spoke it to an, how should I say, he spoke it to from a side that is not well informed. But if they properly look for information, they'll later know that people are minding about them.
He will change his mind.
Yeah.
His or her mind.
It's all about information transparency.
The person didn't put their name. Dorothy, we have about 3 minutes to end this. Social media. Abavubuka bayina kukola ki okulaba nga social media eno ffenna etugasanga eggwanga.
Ekisooka social media ffe ngaffe okuba nga tugikozesa ngaffe tusooke tweggyemu kino ekyokubeera negative in each and everything, nti omuntu apostinze ekintu gwe ate n'okitwala in another way, notamanya nti ekintu kyaba apostinze kirimu eggumba. There is a reason as to why akoze eki aba akitaddeyo. Secondly,
nga tonnaba kumuvuma,
tonnakola kintu kyonna.
Ennaku zino tuganga tonnamubuukira.
Nga tonna kumubuukira, bwebuuze ku lwaki ataddeyo oba ataddeko ekintu ekyo ku media.
Naye n'oli naye ataddeyo kiki?
Ataddeyo kiki?
Gaffe buli muntu alina okwebuuza kiki enteeka y'obuukiriza. Naye nange nga sinnaddamu n'ataddeyo.
Abamu tumaketingira okwo. Woba okitunuulidde nti abantu abasinga essaawa zino social media gye tukozesa okukola kwe tutundira. Abamu tusomera okwo. Abamu abaana kati wotunuulira, I'll give an example of Google. Baba bagenda kufunira okwo research zaabwe. Bakutumye nti ogenda kukola kino, kyekirina okuyamba social media. So before putting that negativity into your mind, soka olowooze kyengenda okuwandiika omuntu ono agenda okiraba, agenda kifunamu ki.
Okay. Moses.
My issue with
mwe musinga okuvuma, mwe musinga okwogera ebyobulimba, fake news.
Social media tulina gitegerako ebintu bibiri. Waliwo misinformation ne disinformation. Ekimu ku byo disinformation kwe kuweereza message nga eyogera bya bulimba.
nga ngenderere
ng'erina gwe targetinze okwonoona, then ne misinformation oli okubanga yakisindise nga naye takola ki tamanyi. So bwe tutunuulira ebintu bino eno, omuvubuka w'ennaku zino eno olina sources nnyingi mw'osobola okunoonyereza oba ekintu kituufu oba si ki
before you go to social media.
Si kituufu. Bwe weegendereza scam ezo zonna ze batusindikira mu inbox, ogenda ogitunulako n'ogenda ku Google, baba bagiwandiikako nga bagamba nti eno bya kifere. Naye tulina embeera eyo gye tussaawo nti tuli a little bit adamant okunoonya amazima. Ate buli kintu ekibi kibaako n'ekirungi. Social media abasinga bagikozesa kuvuma, ne waliwo abagikozeseza okugaggawala.
Sente bazikoze.
Kati gwe muvubuka ali eyo tula wansi wofumintirize, oyagala kugaggawala oba kubeera kabaka mu kuvuma
olokosa.
Banno bagaggawalidde mu kintu naye gwe osazeewo ate kikozesaamu bitalina makulu.
And you know that bw'obeera nga gwe muvumi gwe biki n'okwavuwala oba oyavuwala some because you buy MBs
oteekamu ate abasinga babustinga.
Kiba kiti ekyo
okubustinga bw'osasula Facebook yeetambuza ebibyo
ne bakutambuliza.
Kati omaliriza nga ekintu kyokola tokifuniramu ddala,
ofiirwa bufiirwa.
So abavubuka tunoonye nnyo we tufunira okusinga ate okumala obudde, kuba okumala obudde bw'ekivubuka mu bukadde teri mukadde agenda kukola bakola naye teri amaanyi gali bwaneno mu buvubuka. So tukozese nnyo obuvubuka bwaffe n'obwongo buba busaza mangu.
All right. Thank you so much Dorothy Zarango. Thank you Moses Banale Kachi. Good to see you. Okubeerako naffe